Now then, in the words of Dave Johnson there, good evening everybody, hope you're all well. I wasn't going to do a video this evening, but I found myself with a spare hour, and typically I'm feeling pretty awkward and uncomfortable and having some fairly negative thoughts running through my head, which are pretty distressing, and I kind of just want to ignore those and not dwell on them and stuff and move on. And have a bit of a rant, not even a rant, but just, do a video basically. We had a group today, and it was the recovery group, so it was the 6 of us girls that are doing the full recovery programme. And it was kind of like a reflective session on last week's group, so not much to really say there, because last week was only my first group anyway. But she gave us some homework, and it was to think about our motivations for getting better and possible obstacles that we may face. Now, I know what my motivations are, they're pretty concrete. As for obstacles, I can think of a couple, but need to kind of sit down and really think about that. But for me, my biggest motivation, or the thing that I need to keep bearing in mind, is that this time round, on this recovery, my final recovery, because I'm not doing this again, is that I'm doing it for me. Nobody's making me, nobody's telling me. This is my decision to come in here and get better for me, for my health and for my life. And I feel extremely selfish saying that. I can't tell you how awkward that makes me feel, because I'm so used to helping others and doing things for other people. I rarely do anything for myself, but this has to be for myself. Because although it would benefit other people from me getting better, if I'm not doing it for me, then what's the point? So that's kind of hard to remember at times, though. Obviously, I'm getting married, and Woody is a huge part of my life, and motivations like not wanting our married life to be plagued or blemished by my illness, because neither of us deserve that. I've seen this eating disorder destroy relationships, because your only relationship is with your eating disorder. That's all you're interested in. You can't really focus on anything else. But Woody has been such a positive, amazing influence on me, and he'll probably hate me for babbling on about this, but it needs to be said, because if it weren't for him making me so happy, I don't think I'd want to get better. Maybe, I don't know, but the thought of him sort of, every girl has a bit of a dream, and one of mine is that, he sees me coming down the aisle and, for once I don't look like a bag of bones and I look like me, and, the fact that he wants to obviously spend, the rest of his life with me, and I want to make it so that we have a fun, happy, energetic, adventurous life. But until I'm better, that's not possible. And he doesn't deserve that, to be honest. Nobody does. But so I'm doing this obviously for me, number one, but then encompassing that it's for us. And as an extension of that, I would love to think that one day we could have a family. I mean, I don't know, you never know about these things, but to think that I'd be able to pour my love and energy into children, and for that to be my focus, and not be bothered or bugged by food or unwanted thoughts or negative feelings, and for that to be my focus and my love in my life, would be amazing. Obviously it's not going to be anytime majorly soon, but hopefully at some point. And something that will help our future is that something I've realised recently is that when I'm having a good day, because my energy levels are increasing, because my weight's going up, I'm seeing more of the old Harriet coming back. I'd lost myself a couple months back, like really lost myself. Everything that I was doing was a face, it was a front, it wasn't me. I was just pretending to be chirpy, and really deep down I wasn't. And it wasn't fair on others around me, to be honest. But more, little by little, I'm seeing a little bit of the old me come back, a bit of cheekiness maybe. My sense of humour, for definite, and just stuff like that. So that's really, really encouraging, just to see it, peeping its head up from time to time, and I'm thinking, that's me, that's very me. And the more I get better, or the more I put on weight, the more my personality will come back, but on the other side, the more my mood will go down because my weight's going up. Because I instinctively associate weight gain with feeling unhappy and failure. But that's something that I need to get my head around, which will take a lot of time. So, don't hold your breath just yet. This next one is a huge one again, but it's my mum. My mum amazes me, and I don't know how she does it day to day, just being so strong. The illness that she's got is so physically disruptive and devastating. To say that she used to be so physical and active, and to have it taken away from her like it has been, and for her to just keep going day by day, just smiling and upbeat, and nothing phases her. She's just the most amazing woman. And I hate the word inspiration because it can come across as cheesy, but that's what I think she is to me. If I could be half as strong and courageous and brave and strong-willed as she is, then I can get better, easy peasy. But I'm not, unfortunately. I'm not quite as strong. But knowing that in the past my illness has had a huge effect on her mentally and physically as well, because whenever she gets more stressed or anxious, it manifests itself in her physical abilities. They just become weaker and she struggles a lot more, and it's fact. And I've had people tell me in the past, do you not see what you're doing to your mum? And it's like, as if I couldn't feel bad enough. Somebody says that to you and you just hit the floor. And knowing that she won't ever have to worry about me again because she'll know I'm healthy and happy and safe would be incredible. It'd be the best gift that I could give her, I think, really. And to have her with me on my wedding morning and for the rest of my life, just have her there, and knowing that, thank God I am here, because if I'm being brutally honest with you, I don't think I'd be going over the top by saying if I'd have not come in here and if I'd have let myself carry on the way I was, there is a strong chance I wouldn't even be here in August, because it gets that bad. And to think that 5 years ago I was told I had a week left if I didn't have the NG feed and if I didn't go into hospital. You can't imagine. And so you see what I'm saying, basically. It's these motivations are massive for me, and if I want to get better, the motivation has to be the biggest thing. And if I want it that bad, I will do it. I have to do it. I don't have a choice. Nobody will do it for me. And it's at those times when I'm faced with a particularly challenging meal and I'm in the right frame of mind that I look at these things, and that's what helps me lift the fork, put the food in my mouth, eat the food, and let it stay down. So I've got a lot of thinking to do with regard to the obstacles, because sure, you could say my eating disorder will stop me. Well, obviously, but you need to think a bit more deeply about that, really. So I'll do a bit of homework, but I'll leave it there. So I might do a video tomorrow, might not, see how I feel. If I don't worry, it's cool. And I will talk to you later. Have a really good evening, everybody.